Alright, in last video we have created these 5 lights, and for the fifth light it's a point light, and we're going to do something different. So here we're going to import a lantern model to it. Here's the model. So I posted a link on Blackboard, so you should be able to download it. So I'll copy this model, paste it to the models folder, and then we'll copy all the texture files. Command C, copy, and then go to texture folder here, paste. Here we go. So now I'll switch back to Unity 3D, and you will take a few seconds to load the image. Okay, so for normal maps, just click on Fix, and it will convert it to a format that Unity 3D can read. Okay, so we can go to the models folder, and here's the model, the lantern model, and we can just select it and drag it here. And as you can see, this lantern model is already textured, right? That's the benefits of we copy texture and model at the same time before we switch back to Unity 3D. Okay, so what I'll do is, here I'll drop this lantern model to the first person controller. And as I move it, see, this is before, and here's the position, and this is after, and this is position. So now as I put it as a child object of the first person controller, okay, so its position is relative to the first person controller. Okay, so that's to say, if we zero out its position, it'll be at the same spot as our first person character. Okay, and this is our camera's view. Okay, so what I want to do is hit W key for move, and I'm going to move it to the front of my camera view. So if I play, my character will be able to see it, right? So it looks like we're holding this lantern. And if you model the hand, the character's hand model, you can also put a hand on the lantern, so it's more kind of realistic. Okay, let me take a look at it again. So here, as you can see, the light bulb is too dark, it's not that realistic. So what I will do is I'll change the material, the texture on this part. So I'll come back here, right click, create a material. Okay, and come back here, M for material, and for the counter channel, we'll node and lantern, we'll use emission. Yeah, emission. And for its emission channel, we'll check on and go to its counter and lantern emission. Okay, so basically for emission is it'll be self-illuminated, right? If we get close to our model and grab this material and drop it onto this part, this is how it looks. Okay. Alright, so now if I play, and looks more realistic. It looks like our light is coming from the light bulb. Okay, so here for the texture image, if I show the texture of the lantern emission, here we go. So if you want the light bulb to be more realistic, what you can do is here in the center and put a brighter yellowish color, and here you can do this color, and then on the edge you can do orangish color, so you can have those transitions, right? Okay, so now as we have two objects, okay, and I will merge these two to one object. So what I'll do is select the first person controller, hit F key, go to terminal, game object, and here I'll create an empty object. So this is empty object, and you can understand it like a folder, and I will rename it as light 5, and here I'll see light point light, because this is point light. All right, so I will bring this folder in here, and then I'll select both these two, the point light and the lantern, and I'll drop it underneath this folder. Here we go. Okay, so this whole folder, it contains the point light and the lantern. So now let's apply it onto the script. So I'll select the first person controller, and here are the 5 lights, the slots that we haven't applied them on. So we have to tell the program what light is the object that you want it to show and hide. So I'll drop the first one here, drop the second light here, third one, oops, third, fourth, and fifth. Okay, and I'll hide the 5th light and I'll show the first light. That is the default light we have, right? And then I'll go back to the window and I'll go to the rendering and light setting, and we'll change it to black, and we'll test our game to see how it works. Alright, so if I hit play button, here we go. So that's the default light. See, I can rarely see the wall. That's what I want. So I can see these buildings, and if I press 1, that is my default state. If I hit 2, okay, cover a border area, however it's weaker. 3, and I can get in closer so I can see the building better. So it covers a border area. 4, for a very focused spotlight, right? Here's the wall, boundary of this whole scene, so I can still see that. And 5 is for the lantern, right? And we can, oh, I lost, I don't know the direction I'm running. Oh, here we go. So as we get closer, we can see the building, a broader area, right? However, the light is really weak, so that's what I want to do. Okay, so for the next video, we're going to import a character in. For example, if we have a zombie model, zombie character with animation, and we can bring it in. Okay.